What an idiot. That, my friends, was a Texas congressman. I'm not even going to mention the guy's name because I don't think idiots like this right here deserve any form of credit. But then again, at the same time, that if you guys want to share this video and blow this guy up, go right ahead and do that. Now, what kind of an idiot actually does this to his firearms? I just can't really comprehend it. Nobody really knows the real reason why it is that he did this. Of course, this was probably in response to a shooting in Baltimore, and of course another shooting that occurred over the 4th of July weekend. By the way, we're trying to get some more facts on these, and of course the facts are not looking good for the whole it was white supremacy narrative, seeing how it was, for the most part, good old-fashioned black-on-black crime, which, by the way, is not good at all. I'm just saying that it is because, obviously, the media loves to go out of their way to, ignore stories like that. However, though, it could also be in response to Florida's new their new carry law. You see, I was already under the impression that in the state of Florida that you could actually do this. However, though, come to find out, this was not entirely the case. Now, of course, I've known about the red flag laws, the things like that, which, by the way, we haven't heard if that's been removed or not, and all the issues that Florida has. For example, one of those issues is that some of the tourists, some of the hotels, of course, down in Miami, of course, the coast of Florida, they don't want people to just walk in with a firearm because of tourism. Now, me personally, I'm not really a fan of that line of thinking because God knows what can happen in that place. Somebody may try to rob you, whatnot. It's always a good idea to have a good guy with a gun. However, this video right here is more or less about gun safety as a whole. And let me only go ahead and just kind of smash an overall narrative that kind of gets kicked around when it comes to 2A advocates and gun owners itself. I'm talking about the liberal narrative of the typical gun owner. That's the reason why I'm making this video. Also, something else too, before we get to this news report, I want you to know right now there's going to be some updates towards the end of the video. This video is going to come out on Thursday. We're going to go ahead and push forward with the video essays on military history and military films, and of course the current military as a whole. Now that I've, for the most part, got the office completely set up the way I want to, still little things here and there got to do. Bigger computer that actually allows me to actually do these essays and do these essays the right way. Truth be told, is if you watch my Fury essay or my Taking a Chance essay, you'll probably think that the essay really wasn't that good. Don't worry, those issues will be remedied going forward now that I have the proper technology. With that right there being said, let's go ahead and get this.
Publicity has to do with our state's gun laws. Legal gun owners will now be able, starting tomorrow, to carry their weapons concealed without a permit or any training required. It's a controversial change that was signed into law by the governor a few months back. Fox 13's Josh Cassio has been following the story for a while and is live now in Tampa with more on what we need to know about this change. Josh?
You know, Chris, there could be a lot of first-time carriers out there once this law goes into effect starting tomorrow. Firearms experts agree if you're going to be carrying, especially first-timers, go get training. Otherwise, you could be in for a world of trouble. If come July 1st, you're going to carry a concealed weapon in Florida for the first time and plan to forego any training, listen up.
People who think they can carry a gun without training deserve what they're going to get, which is put into a cage or a hole in their body they weren't born with.
That's firearms instructor Ryan G. Thomas. He says when it comes to gun safety, many people think they know what they're doing, but in reality, he says, they should think twice.
The truth is you're unconsciously incompetent. You don't realize how little you understand about how to handle a firearm safely.
Florida's permitless carry law, effective July 1st, removes the need for mandated training or a concealed weapons permit. In other words, if you can legally own a gun, you can concealed carry. It's a major victory for Second Amendment enthusiasts. Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister just put out this PSA ahead of the law's launch.
This law doesn't change the need for responsible gun ownership. It's your responsibility to know the law and follow firearm safety protocols like proper storage, handling, and training.
And even with this new law in effect, there are still several places you cannot bring a gun. Number one, private businesses that don't allow guns. If they say no, you can't bring your gun in there. You can't bring your gun to a school, and you certainly cannot bring your gun to the airport. Don't do that. You will be in a lot of trouble. All of these things, Chris, you will learn if you go to a training class. Again, experts say that is something all gun owners.
Contrary to popular belief, not every single gun owner is Homer Simpson.
If you feel any better, I'll put the safety on. Oops, guess it was already on.
Now, that particular episode of The Simpsons, I have no idea why that episode was even made. Maybe it was made post Matt Groening's, I guess, his writing days or whatnot, or maybe he's actually on the writing credits. But Matt Groening, by the way, somebody who at one point in time it led us all to believe that he was a 2A advocate. Very weird episode that it was, but still, though, at the same time, though, it is The Simpsons. Obviously, things like that are going to occur. Simpsons, by the way, used to be a very good show. Then after a while, it just got... I'd say the show began to decline sometime in the late 90s, but getting back on topic, let's go ahead and do this. So, right now, there's this narrative out there that everybody in the world needs to go take a course to learn about a firearm. I want to go ahead and tell you right now that safety is key. As a matter of fact, everybody who owns a gun, or the 99.9% of gun owners out there, are pretty safe when it comes to handling firearms and, of course, storage. Some of these people have got kids, so obviously you're going to put your pistols up a little bit high, maybe your rifles too. I don't think I need to let anybody know about storage. I don't think that's the case at all. As far as training is concerned, most people learn to train with a weapon when they were a kid. They learn to train at a very young age. Maybe their daddy took them out back, maybe took them in the backyard, taught them on a 22, taught them with a pistol, whatnot. That's kind of how I learned that eventually I was taken to the lake and I learned to shoot a shotgun. I think I killed my first snake when I was like 13 years old, maybe 12. Some guys, of course, actually got to do it at a much younger age. Me, on the other hand, my greatest regret has always been that I was never able to get a hunting license and actually go hunt like real men do. Then again, though, I also still fish from time to time and know how to do that there. And I'm pretty sure if put into a situation where I could hunt, then obviously I'm pretty sure I could do that. Also, something else too is prior service Marine, you got additional firearms training, especially when it came to AR-15s, other weapons, all that good stuff there. Fact of the matter is that 99.9% of gun owners, they kind of sort of already know what needs to be done. They already know that the weapon needs to be stored safely. A lot of people already understand safety. It's like I said, it's the very 0.1% that I mentioned earlier who love to go crazy with this type of stuff and use that weapon out of malice. I mean, what are the typical rules that you have when handling a firearm? Treat every weapon as if it were loaded. Keep your finger straight and off the trigger until you tend to pull the trigger. Never point a weapon at anything you do not tend to shoot. That type of stuff right there. So I'm pretty sure most people understand that. But I do want to make one more note. I touched on this earlier. We've been told that Florida was this great bastion of Second Amendment. They got red flag laws. The former governor, Rick Scott, raised the age to buy a rifle to 21. DeSantis has not exactly removed those red flag laws. To our knowledge, it has still not been removed. And, of course, we just now got this law that allows us to carry. I mean, Armed Fisherman did a lot of videos on this where guys would show up, walk around town with a pistol, and the cops would show up, take the gun away from them. All kinds of stuff like that right there. You can go check out his channel for that there. Now, with that right there being said, guys, let me go ahead and get to these updates and go ahead and preview. Guys, if you saw the video that I put out earlier on Wednesday, then you will know that obviously I took a bit of a break. I had let you guys know before that I was going to take a break to kind of get the office up. Of course, it took a little bit longer than I wanted it to do, but we're going to start doing video essays on this channel. Now, how this is going to work is that videos like what I'm releasing now is going to be 1 to 2 a week, not very many, relatively lengthy ones, about 15 to 20 minutes a piece. Obviously, this is being done to be more detailed in videos and also algorithmic purposes. But we are going to start doing these military history, military film essays, okay? And also something else, too, we're probably going to dabble a lot into American history as a whole. You'll probably see on my playlist, if you guys go to the playlist itself, that I've actually reworked it. The reason why is I want to put all the old takes in one spot. Obviously, I don't want to delete any content that actually kills you in the algorithm, and who knows, you guys may come across an old video that you may actually enjoy. The same thing is going to happen on John Claymore, my main channel, but I'm going to be going into a bit of a, well, I'll put it this way here. Obviously, I need to kind of focus on 3 things. Oftentimes, I can get a little bit in the weeds, and I just don't, there's not a topic that I hide from, but still at the same time, though, obviously some changes are coming there. However, the changes there are not going to happen right away. This channel right here was originally designed to be mostly a projects channel. There's, of course, there's going to be a name change. Of course, Gear Issue 33 is going to be, the original. The original name is, well, the name that I want to rename it to is going to be the one that I ran with for the longest, mostly for search purposes, algorithm. Matter of fact, if you type in John Claymore, you get all kinds of different names. Okay, just figure out, throw that out there. I may have to explore something on that channel as well. But the video essays are going to start probably at the end of next week. So go ahead and expect one more video tomorrow, which will be about the situation in 2024 Douglas Murray had some comments. I'll probably come back and do a follow-up the following day because there was a lot that he said it was very revealing. Sunday, there more than likely will not be a video, but of course, starting next week, Monday and Wednesday, we're probably going to have some content out, and then we're going to go ahead and go into those video essays probably starting next weekend. The first one we want to talk about is the crater, so make sure you guys stick around for all this. If you guys like this content, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, share the video, sound off in the comment section. I would love to get you guys' thoughts. Please hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys later.